Hey there, I am JB and welcome at some more house flip with you. For today we're going to buy a new house and then we're going to take a look at it and see how we can make it better by renovating the whole building. So maybe make some new rooms, move up some walls and that good stuff. But of course the first thing we're going to need to do is take a look at what house we can buy. Our total number of cash is 95,000 bucks. We have here one of 80,000 bucks and that is all for that. I think we should go for the cheapest one because we need a little bit of cash in order to renovate. So let's go for the house on the beach. Let's just instantly buy it. And then let's see what kind of a mess it is. Now, of course, just like the other houses, we're not going to do a complete interior. However, I would like to put in a kitchen, maybe a bed and see for a washing machine and dryer. Ah, yeah, look at this. That is a nice spot. Very good. Okay, this is not too big of a house. There's a lot of trash around. We got a backside where we can have a little sit, which is cool. I want to keep that as it is. Ah, I think I kind of remember this house. It's like the staircase up here, and then there is like one room here, right? One room here. It is not too big. It is not too small. It's just perfect. Like, look at this. Wow. All right. Yeah. Okay. So let you see. We could make like a bathroom out of this, obvious. Maybe a bathroom up here, maybe. Just need to take a look at where it is right now. We got a little hallway, and I feel like it is super cramped up. I almost feel like what I would like to do is take this wall out of here, and maybe close this off. Right. Because we have this little hallway that leads to the kitchen, but we also can do that via the living room. Let's just see. Maybe we can move the door up. Bathroom should be here then. Right, that's a tiny little bathroom. I feel like we could make the bathroom a little bit bigger. Like I said, I feel like I want to move the door up a little bit that way. Get rid of this wall down here and make the bathroom a bit bigger by extending, because you know it's very cramped up in here. Something like that. Maybe we could expand it until this and then put this room along for the bathroom, give it some space. Maybe we can make even a separate restroom out of it and have the bathroom its own and the restroom its own. Yeah, I'm slowly starting to see something here. That will be a little bit the plan. The first thing, of course, that I want to do is clean up all the trash, sell all of the stuff, and I'll probably end up thinking about some more ideas here. Alright, with the last couple of grasses being sold, I got plenty more ideas what I would like to do. Now, first of all, let you sell this lamp. This door here. Let you sell it because then there will be a hole in here instead of if I would move it. You've learned that by now. There will be the wall, of course. Yeah, that is thing number one. Thing number two is thing number two. Now, I have already been thinking about the colors of this house. I'm going to replace all of the windows and door frames anyway, so the color of the house will be yellowish on the outside, something summer yellow. I would like to have a bit of that indoors, and I would like to work with some nice kind of brown, a little bit of brown of these tiles down here under the walls along with the yellow. I think it's going to be very nice. Now what of course I want to do, I want to put this door off site and we're going to sell it, and let's just sell that stuff too. I want to have a open kitchen kind of deal. And then I am gonna demolish this part of the wall, like so. Should have done it a little more careful, but let's see. If I press R, we can do little hits like that. And I want to include a part of the staircase within the bathroom. Just make it a tiny bit bigger. Or, like, here's the thing. I'm also thinking about people that would visit here, right? But it doesn't always have to be like that. You can also think about, hey, visitors are gonna get like the you know, like the couch can be made into something to sleep on. Because I was thinking, like, this room is nice, right? But it will only use once in the so many times when there is a visitor. And it would be nice. Nah, it will be too small for a toilet, actually. I've also been thinking maybe we should move the bathroom up here. But it's plenty of space for a bathroom, have a toilet out here, and then, you know, you can just go to the shower instead of having to go all the way downstairs past the front door and, you know, something like that. Now, what I could also be doing, we're just gonna play around with stuff a little bit, is have the door right out here. So from here on you can go into this bedroom. Which basically means that we can attach a little piece here for... yeah. We can have a bedroom up here and a bathroom. Now what I think I should be doing is just first... snap, I forgot about that. I should be careful with that. If for this part it's okay. So I want to have a cheap stuff, right? We're gonna go cheap, affordable, accept. And then this guy will cost us 241, 150. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It's a wardrobe door though. You know what this door is gonna be? So, like I've been saying, I would like to have the master bedroom right out here. It's gonna be nice. And then we're going to have a visitor's room right out here. Now the only thing that I will have to do is get a bed, but like a cheap bed. We're not gonna do a 2-person bed because that is going to be a little bit too crazy. Affordable. Once again, I wish I could set the filters though. You know what? I just want to see. Yeah, that's gonna be too small for that. But we could have one bed in here at least. And for down here, this could work, right? There's enough space out here. Yeah, let's just keep with the idea for a one room out here, and then what we're gonna do, like this is actually very nice too, to have it all over the place, but that's gonna be a little bit too crazy, I feel like. Like what is up with the roof? Like, is there a way to? Yeah, that's a bit difficult. I cannot really see how to change the style though. Like, how do you get even a hole in there? If there is someone who plays this game and figured out like how to place a roof but with a hole in there, please let me know, because I actually have no idea how to do that, so I'm going to accept it. The thing is, I wouldn't mind to just make that all over the place, right? It would kind of be nice, like modernize it. Can we please get rid of it? There we go. So yeah. This will be the bathroom. Gonna be super cramped up though. What I would like to do is get rid of this window for a second. And let's see, could we make a shower in here without interrupting too much of that room? Let's say, for an example, take this guy. Yeah, it's interrupting with something. Oh, unless it must be... Oh, it's actually perfect. Right. So we can do that. I think that is actually nice. So I'm just going to demolish this wall like that. Would be fine, except that I'm going to be careful for the roof. I will fix that. Yeah, I'm gonna place this back. It's just like, hey, we need to get in here. Now for this room we could place a bed, right? We've checked it out. It's bed, just something cheap, affordable, which could then be placed like somewhere out here. Have a little whatchamacallit, clothing thing. Very good, JB. Yeah, I guess this will work. It's actually perfect though. And then we're gonna need to place a wall, because I never like to have doors directly touching the wall. Maybe weird, but that's how I work. Right, we can have that. In here though, it doesn't matter for too much. Right, so we can have a shower in the corner. We might be able to put a toilet in here too. The only thing I'm going to fix up is this stuff out here. I think what I need to do is get rid of that, and then in the store, I'm not sure what it's called though. Maybe what I can do is hold to open in store. Right, that. And what is this weird rotation? Ah, there we go. Right, like that, and then yes, perfect. So we fixed that up. Then I'm only going to need to do the ceiling, which is going to be a bit difficult, I would say. How can I make this look nice though? Maybe I can go like that and then have all of that in here. I'm almost afraid that I'm forced to... this is not what I want. I want just this stuff. I think this is it. Right? No. Whoa, that's a tiny... Oh, that is actually perfect. Yes, this is it. This is perfect. That it's thin like this and not that thick. Because I was afraid if I use something that has the thickness of everything or most of the stuff, that it's gonna show through. And right now, I can just make it like this, which for some reason I cannot get out here. Again. Okay, now importantly, let's go to the shower again. It just snap. It might be okay. Let's just accept it again. Try and see. Maybe I'm going to need to place the shower actually, because you know, shower is something that most of the time will come with the house. And now what I can do here is lower that, perfect, and lower this maxed out, perfect. I mean, it's cramped, it's cute. In this case, I would like to have the door flipped around before, you know, it's going to anger me. Yes, perfect. So this is how the door needs to open. Our ceiling just fell through the floor, I guess. It's completely gone. It will fall endless and then my PC will burn down. Maybe for now, what we can also try and do is just do this. And it's like crying and complaining because probably the shower is in the way. So let's just... I'm just going to accept it because I'm not in the mood to have the ceiling fall down plenty of times. Now gladly, it seems like it's not sticking through the roof. So now let's fix this wall up. And apparently if you have it green, it will go instantly. If I would do this and it doesn't go green, like blue, it will take more time. Yeah. And then we can just do one more. So we can put like something on there. I think it would be a very handy use of space. And then this thing be like, you cannot. Now let's first increase this height. And then from this height we can... you know what? Yeah, let you sell this beam here. Unless it goes all over the house. Yeah, so then we want to change the style. Now let's put it here until we are happy with stuff. Can I really not do this? No. Okay, it really is the shower. Yeah, I guess I'm going to accept this. And maybe what I can also do is just move this stuff. I mean, it's a complicated, compact house, right? Which in fact is just very nice. Hopefully I didn't broke that too much. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You know, sometimes you have to do with the stuff you have, and in this case it's going to be like this. I will be sure to make these the same kind of color. And I also would like to have a little look, I wanted to say, but there is no having a look at it. I thought maybe I can expand it that way, but I can't. It's fine. The shower is in here. I think that is the most important thing. Now up here it's going to be more and more cramped up. So in this case I'm just going to accept my defeat and place this here. Because we cannot really do anything with that. And then I want to have a vent. Like one of these typical shower things, I would say. And have this up here somewhere. Beautiful. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So that is fixed. And then, exactly, I would like to have a toilet in here. Wow, a square one is more cheaper. These toilets I don't like because I'm always afraid with my fat ass it will just fall off the wall. Sure, let's take a square toilet and let's place the square toilet right out there. Beautiful, beautiful. So we can shower, have a that. I am, however, wondering, can I not just make this look nice? Oh, it has damaged wood options. Right, okay, so we don't have to sell everything. We just need to change the style again. That is a little bit better because replacing all of the stuff is going to take forever. Now this guy though can be sold. Very good. Take this one. I like that. It's a very low. There cannot be a mirror. So how about right out here? I mean, it's possible. In real life, if you would walk here, you would be a little more careful how you walk. But at least we can have like a mirror on there. And since the space is very limited, let's just take one which has like a medicine box on it. Perfect. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad, not too bad. It's cozy in here. Of course, going to have a cabinet. Yeah, but this is all up to the person itself. I just want to have some of the basic stuff in here, which you always get when you buy a house. Basic, like no furniture in there, just stuff that must be in here. And yes, mirrors. Most of the time when people move out houses here, they just leave the mirror up there. Okay, so this room is what it is. That's gonna be fantastic. This room is now fantastic. Yeah, now let's just do downstairs. Man, whew. Wow, it's nice to sleep on the beach. Very fresh and very salty. Yeah, anyways, this is the result that I came up with. I tried to put something underneath here and then make like a little bit of a room from here to there, place the door in there, but I was like, yeah, that's a bit of a waste of space because upstairs here there is also some room for the washing machine and the wash dryer. Now in this case, the person is not going to get these with the house because the other person took it to a new house. Yeah, this is only a little bit of a shame. You know, maybe looking at things afterwards, I'm not sure if there would be a real possibility to make the staircase different in a house like this unless I knew how to do this stuff, because you know, if I could make this a little higher and have the staircase end up all the way on top, then I could have made it like straight, but I have no idea yet how to do it. Yeah, it's I'm not sure. I am absolutely not sure. So yeah, anyways, doing it like this does give me more room, right? I was thinking, have the dining room right out here, so you sit here and have a little look onto the ocean. I think that it's actually perfect. And then have the living room, well, in the middle, and then have the kitchen once again right out here. Now, the bathroom, or at least the restroom in this case, what you guys call it, is this tiny. I placed the door exactly like that, so you can do this and you can do that, and the door is not in the way, or at least, you know, when you come in here, nothing is in the way. So that's very good. Of course, it does mean no window here, but I can kind of live with that. However, no, we don't need the window. Okay, yeah, so in this case, it is time to terraform everything. If it's about colors and tiles and flooring and walling and that good stuff. And yeah, just make sure that everything looks perfectly nice and fine. And will you just look at this? If this doesn't show summertime, then I don't know what would be. Now the only thing that I'm not too sure about yet is the white underneath the roof. Maybe I should also be coloring that like this European chestnut. I mean, it matches a little bit better. Yes, the wood is very clean, but maybe at certain points the wood needs to be rotated. For example, like right out here, it wouldn't be making more sense if it was rotated actually. But if it would be a house that we're going to keep, because keeping this in mind that you rotate the patterns of the wood exactly the way how it's supposed to be, it's going to take a lot of work, because you will be working with 2 packages, and then, you know, one needs to go this way and the other one needs to go that way. And on this way, yeah, it looks a lot better. I'm going to 1000% agree on that. But like I said, you know, sooner or later, at the end of this episode, this house will be gone, and all that work that we've been putting into it will be gone anyways. But if this would be a house that we're going to keep, then yes, 100% I will space every piece of wood into the correct direction. Absolutely, I will do that, 100%. And you know, now I'm doing it more and more. I feel like, oh, I want to change some stuff here and there. Yeah, this already looks a lot better in my eyes. Anyways, it is time to do the inside, and before doing the inside, well, I just want to show you one little thing that kind of confused me at the beginning, but I'll just take this one. Sure, why not? Yeah, the more I start working with like this whole part here, the more I start realizing what was wrong. Because, for example, I had this colored, and because, you know, it was already wood, I seen like dirty stuff on there, and I never really realized that you can also aim this out, or even aim on that part to just get every tiny little detail going. But in this case, I'm not gonna give it some cow skin, but back what it's supposed to be. There we go. Now, before I'm going to show you the inside, I just want to share my thought on this house, that it's a little bit an autumn feeling that I'm gonna get. There are some people that really like autumn, winters, and they like to be at the beach when it's cold, when it's windy, put on a thick jacket, drink a hot cocoa after. So this house would be perfect for winter people. Now indoors, it looks like this. Yes, very brown, very yellow. And of course I placed down a pumpkin to just show you that a little bit of orange would really dress this up. Now anything else of the house is not much of a difference. Yes, furniture really dresses up a house. So if you're like, yeah, it's not really my style, it's not my style either, but I'm sure if you dress a house like this up, it will look pretty nice. Now upstairs, it will just look the same. It looks the same, another pumpkin. And the one thing that I just noticed, I have to be honest about that, is, oh, I kind of forgot to hang up some lights and light switches. But you know what, I'm just gonna take it, because once we sell this house, we get some money and this house is gone. So I want to see how much it will give. Now I'm gonna press tab and click on here. You can see that I am just under the budget of the sold items, so it's just underneath the total price, which is actually fantastic. Now I've also got in mind for the future, I want to do more crazier teams, more crazier houses. I don't really have the touch just yet, even though I wanted to do that. So I have an idea what I would like to do for team for the next house, but I'm not going to spoil it just yet. It's going to be very colorful and very playful though, and it will cost me a mass number of work, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of fun. So with that being said, let's sell this house. And now we're gonna get 2 people. Look at this shady dude over there. Ooh, this guy does not want to talk, he just wants this house. Wow, that's a lot of extra cash there. You know what, sir? Indeed, it's yours. Wow. And I spun on my chair. Anyways, there are two things I would like to take a look at and well actually explain to you that October will be here soon, and I believe there is one house that I would like to do at the end of October, which of course is Halloween. I'm just gonna need to see which house that actually is. Aha, look at that. Prepare my house for Halloween. So we're gonna do this house at the end of October. I believe it's a week before Halloween on a Sunday, or maybe I can just do it on Halloween itself. Anyways, next time going to need to have a house. We have 150,000 bucks, and the idea I have, we need to have a little bit of a smaller house. So we might be able to do it with this one more than a trailer. I think this would be a good one. 80,000 bucks. And another beach house. Yeah, they're getting bigger. That is wood stuff. Oh man, that's so expensive. Yeah, this one. There's so many big ones. I think in the end we're gonna buy one of these and we're going to fix our company there and our own house there.